Today is the day for you to leave me a comment. I want you to answer a question I'm going to ask in just a second. Now, I know there's only 5 or 6 of you that listen to me regularly, and that's fine. I appreciate it. But please, today, go to my website, uobilly.com. Go to the podcast page. The one I'm putting up right now will be at the top of the page. Click comments and answer this question. Why would I vote for any Republican this fall? Why would I take the energy to go to the polls and vote for any candidate? Now, I'm bringing this back to last week. You probably saw the highlights. Maybe you watched some of the hearing in Congress. Alejandro Mayorkas, the head of or Secretary of Homeland Security, testified. And they gave us the image, and certainly constitutionally and legally this is true, that Congress is the boss. They control all these federal bureaucracies. But that's not true. I've been saying for decades that there are 4 branches of government, not 3 as the Constitution says. The 4th one is the federal bureaucracies in Washington, D.C. And here's the big surprise. Congress doesn't control them. They control Congress. They tell Congress what they are going to do, and Congress just sucks it up and gives them all the money they need. When's the last time you ever heard of Congress defunding any agency or any secretary for anything? It just doesn't happen because the bureaucracies are in control of Congress as well as our lives. This was put on display when Mayorkas, and by the way, he is like the worst bureaucrat of all, talking about failure with the southern border stuff. But even with that said, he announces this Disinformation Governance Board. And I got to tell you, when I heard those 3 words, my stomach churned. I thought I was going to puke. Listen, this is nothing but a political witch hunt. He names this woman, Nina Jankowicz, as the person going to head this up. And I'm sure she's a fine person. I looked her up. She's a political hack. She's a leftist progressive. No surprise there. He said this is going to be working to, go after disinformation that the human smugglers are using to get migrants to come to America. Yeah, right. What is the disinformation there? Are they telling the migrants that, hey, pay us this amount of money, we'll get you to the border. Once you get into the States, they'll take care of you, all your food, lodging. They'll even give you a free ticket anywhere in the country you want to go. And I know you don't have health care now. Well, you'll have it once you get into America. Okay, what's better than that? Is that disinformation? And listen, I wish someone would have asked him the question. No one did. He is in charge of 18 federal agencies, all tasked with a job of protecting Americans from foreign and domestic threats. Terrorism, extremists. By the way, when they say extremists, they're talking about me, because I don't buy into the Democrat progressive narrative towards COVID, elections, climate change, pretty much anything else. So they're coming after me with that governance part. No question there. But all that said, here's the reason I'm so angry with Republicans. Not a one of them stood up and said, Mr. Mayorkas, we are your boss. We control you. We will simply not fund this. Miss Nina, I'm sure she's a nice person. We're not going to pay 1 penny of her salary, not from taxpayer money. You're welcome to have a small group at your house once a week. Nina can lead it, offer coffee and donuts, but you're going to pay for them. No Republican did anything but show they were nothing more than actors in political theater. Please tell me why I should vote for anybody this fall.